The blade most worn is often the sharpest.
Long time no see, Raguna. Can you smell that? Sweet old Margarita's restaurant. Come on! Let's go stuff our faces already.
Let's take care of important matters first. You'll eat well soon. I promise.
Yeah, I know. We're here to find Cardathea. I still can't believe Tethys couldn't unlock the Sentinel's relic we found in Septimon.
At least now we know it's called a civilization capsule. It probably holds key legacy data left behind by the Sentinel.
Like some ancient data recorder, right? But Tethys said to unlock it, we'll need the Leviathan's power. If it's really from the Sentinel, why do we need the Threnodian's power for that?
Maybe because they fused together at some point.
Oh, well, guess that's why we need to find Cardathea. Maybe she'll know a workaround. The Black Shore is warned that the waters in Raguna are acting weird again. Gotta be extra careful. And you know, something feels off in the city, too. It's not as cheerful as when we left it. Yeah, and they just threw a huge carnival not long ago, too.
Amid howling winds, rising storms, and ghosts adrift, I heard the captain's call.
Look! Over there! Isn't that Brant and Rachia? Wow! The troop of fools is putting on a show!
Hoist the sails, O humanity! The abyss and the summit have entwined. Your only path now is forward, bold and uncharted. You stand on the precipice. Now is the hour to decide your fate, to plant the seed of your highest hope, and watch it bloom into tomorrow.
Captain, why do you burn alone in your own flames?
Karakter baru Galberena ya.
If you do not
Udah
first become
ngambil.
ashes, how will you rebuild?
Udah ngambil
Embrace
karena
your
udah
fire.
kitanya udah jauh
Embrace
sih
your
kemarin
grief.
kan nyicil di
Go
Yuno.
into your solitude. I love those who dare to create, who strive to transcend.
Jadi
For in
tadi
doing
nyoba
so,
pas
their
ke
old
berapa ya?
selves are
Ke
destroyed.
15 kayaknya.
Yes. So they might reach the shores of a new life.
Kita mah kemarin
The journey
Yuno
onward is perilous.
ya
To stand
70 kayaknya
still is
70-an.
perilous. To look back is also perilous.
Tinggal
To
senjatanya
tremble
paling.
and falter is perilous.
Cuman DPS lagi nih. Aduh,
Now, I begin
supportnya
to
belum
understand
dapat
what
yang benar.
truly makes a hero great.
Banyak
It
kan
is to
Changli ada
stand
belum
before
punya.
humanity's deepest sorrow and its highest hope.
Oh,
Tipenya
how I
sama
love
dengan si
those
ini,
whose souls
dengan
remain
si
rich
Augusta
and
ternyata.
vast, even when wounded.
Supportnya
Even when the
pakai
smallest
Mortepi di
risk can spell
real
doom,
karakternya.
they leap without hesitation into the unknown. Should you stand alone, suffering in the endless dark, today, May you hold fast to every last ember of courage and hope!
Life is but a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by fools, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Apa nih? Apa di sini?
Where am I? That was Christophora's voice just now. Is this another one of his illusions? Buling's bronze mirror isn't responding. Abby. No answer. This isn't like what happened in Septimont. I guess I can only keep moving and find out why.
Amid the endless cycle of surging tides, she plunges into fate's swirling mare. Soon, she will wear a new crown. Her fate was written long ago.
Apa nih?
What remains is but a fleeting moment of stolen. What you see before. And now, with every step you take, you stir the tides into motion. Is it fate that I await your answer to this question?
What is this place? Through me, walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me, enter the city of eternal bliss. All who enter must first... These tacit discords, why aren't they attacking?
Harbinger, open the gates of paradise for us.
You'd better leave. This place isn't leading to any salvation. Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Rover! Rover?
We could try this. Nightmare Awakener.
Huh, you're finally awake! 1 second I'm fine, the next, my head's spinning. And you're face down on the ground.
I'm fine. What I saw, though...
Sounds like the same thing happening to the people here. From what I've heard, many Raganesi have been having peculiar dreams lately. Even some of our troop members. The details vary, but they all end the same way. The fall of Renacida. And it's not just in Dreamland either. Rover, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there have been strange rumors appearing across Renacida lately. Even in Septimont, folks claim they've seen tacit discords not of this land in the wilds, or the ghosts of their ancestors.
Thanks to all these oddities that the troupe performed today because Brant thought a new play to lighten the mood might give the people...
But here's the odd part. Only Renacidans seem to be having these dreams. Visitors are spared. We'll keep gathering intel on our end. Renacida's tides don't lie. Watch your back.
What were those tacit discords whispering about? The gates of paradise? And the word harbinger. The only harbinger of the dark tide is Fenrico. But he should still be sealing the dark tide at the orders for Bricatorium. That figure I saw in Cardathia's murder. I came back to find her, so I should look for her first. She might know what's at the root of all this.
To the lands afar.
Is that Cantarella up ahead?
Rover? What brings you back to the...
Something's come up. Did something unusual...
I've only just arrived. For now, everything appears to be in order. I didn't come because of any disturbance. There are matters I, too, need to discuss with
Anjir, dimakan.
Cantarella?
How could this happen?
That woman.
Leviathan. I will deliver you.
Why does this scene match what I saw in that dreamland? Her tacit mark. Look, it's flickering. Cantarella, she's...
No. Something's wrong. She is still resonating.
A resonator's frequency is usually gone when they die, right?
There's something even stranger. Cantarella, you never did get to say what brought you here.
Cartathea reached out to me with an urgent matter to discuss. She gave no details, only insisting with the strange phenomena stirring across Raguna. I feared it might be linked to the Dark Tide, or Leviathan.
Was what I saw really just an illusion? I saw that woman. She was using Dark Tide in... Whatever the case, we need to find the one who did this. I want answers.
Leave Cartathea to me. I'll bring her back to the Phasalia estate and keep her safe. The rest, I entrust to you.
This nose? I could track the Dark Tide blindfolded. Let's follow the stench and hunt down this killer.
Ay, mas malangak ang ano. Basta pa niya ko. Nanda mo. Hindi atas ang dami din ha. 9,000.
That's weird. The trail ends here, but... my head's starting to spin again.
It's the Dark Tide's energy messing with you again. You can rest. I'll search the area. Abby. Asleep already. That drowsiness should have worn off by now. Since leaving the inverted tower, Raguna's sky, what happened to it?
Spear of glory! Pierce through! Slipped away again. By this spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil.
Avidius? What are you doing out here?
What any gladiator of Septimont is born to do. Hunting. But you, Your Grace, you vanished without a word. What brings you back in such a hurry? That's a long story. Let's speak of more pressing.
No. I'm tracking someone else.
Silver hair and violet eyes, cloaked in cursed shadow-lit flame. So you seek the one they call Discord Slayer.
Discord Slayer. Sounds like you know something about...
Yes, she's on my radar. I suspect the recent tacit Discord outbreak in Raguna City is tied to her presence. Your Grace hasn't heard. It struck not. I had gone there in search of the Quill Bearer.
While gathering information, the city was suddenly overrun. To be precise, they looked more like spawn of the Dark Tide. The outbreak has since been contained, but the Genesis Nexus was damaged. Without it, common echoes can't be used, and Ragusa is no longer secure. The Montellis and the Order agreed to evacuate all civilians to Alvarado Vault, where private echoes can still be deployed. It's the only way to protect them.
A TD outbreak. Right after I left. But while I was there, I didn't even sense a ripple.
The thundering Mephis has fled. The path ahead is safe.
Thank you for your help, Gladiator. Alvarado Vault isn't far from here. We can handle the rest of the journey.
Now, about the Discord Slayer you seek. The townsfolk, she may call herself that, but witnesses have seen her alongside swarms of Tacet Discords, leading them like troops into battle. What's more, many have confirmed that the unrest across Ragusa coincides exactly with her appearances. The time and place match perfectly. I even crossed paths with her on the road to Ragusa. I sensed a malicious frequency we both know well. The Dark Tide. Of course. Even if she didn't cause the outbreak in Ragusa City, the connection to the Dark Tide is Rinasita's ancient enemy. If you're hunting her...
Do you have any leads on her whereabouts?
If I'm correct, the thundering Mephis we encountered is also a Dark Tide creation. We can track it, and from there draw out the Discord Slayer herself. To that end, we'll need this.
An anchor stone. You brought that all the way...
A habit picked up on the hunt. You're no stranger to its use either, Your Grace. Looks like I'm fortunate to be hunting alongside you.
Jalan lagi.
Take note. Enemies ahead. Dark Tide creations. Grant them the oblivion they deserve.
Hopefully this helps.
The wicked. Tempest of slashes.
What a hollow existence.
You mentioned you left Tetragon Temple to search for the Quill Bearer here in Ragusa, right?
I grew weary of waiting. When I heard rumors of his presence in Ragusa, I came to find no trace of him yet. But I've learned this much. Here, no verses were ever penned about me. The Ragunesi know not my name, past, nor the prophecy I once carried. Here, I am a completely blank page. If my former existence was just a fabrication, an idea of some hero of heroes crafted to scepter, then perhaps here in Ragusa I am free to write my own story. Free to define my own existence. free to create a reality of my own. This matters more than finding him. I will break free from his narrative and become...
Your fate is what you want it to be. No one else could decide who you are. No one has the right to dismiss your efforts and dreams with some absurd idea.
You honor me. I hope to prove worthy of that belief. The anchor stone is holding strong. Let's push forward. Our destination is up ahead. Is that an entrance? Raguna's geographical records haven't documented this. Do you feel that? That ominous energy? Huh. The anchor stone. Very well. I stand with...
Ternyata musuh ya si Galberinanya ya.
What happened? Where's Avidius? Crossed and said at the same time. It's the thundering Mephis.
Open the gates.
So you just battle him without thinking.
That voice. The Discord Slayer. It's Deserter. Another illusion.
Focus. You are in an illusion. It's weaponizing your combat instincts. Steady your resolve. Do not let its whispers sway you.
The pain and hallucinations are fading. Is she helping me?
Good. See that cocoon in the center? The thundering Mephis is just there. That right there is the core of this domain. Destroy it. Then the monster and this illusion will unravel together.
The wicked will face judgment! One more time. Hopefully this helps. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds! Tempest of slashes. The wicked. Annihilation! It worked. But... who are you? And what did you do to Cardathea?
Now is not the time for stories. But I'll tell you this. I'm here to kill the harbinger of the dark tide. To stop a greater calamity.
I can't hear her voice anymore.
Dapat. Okay.
I will be there forever.
Rover! Are you unharmed?
I'm fine. So it's gone? Ophidius...
The thundering Mephis was nowhere in sight. But I couldn't see his face clearly, but I heard him call himself. Caligula was a tyrant feared throughout Septimon's history. Legends say he wielded a vile black resonance energy, and the worst calamities ever stirred by the dark. He didn't fight it. But not before he left a...
The power... That Discord Slayer said she's hunting the Harbinger to stop a greater calamity. If that's true, then everything... She pulled me from the illusion. If she's the cause of this chaos, why... This isn't making sense.
Rover, traces of the Dark Tide's frequency still linger where the power-dimensional Tacet field collapsed. The Anchor Stone is...
Augusta said the Dark Tide spoke to her when it swallowed her whole. Maybe... My telepathic ability should give me...
Telepathy? Your Grace is versed in many arts. I don't doubt your abilities, but... This is the Dark... I don't want to see another tragedy like what befell Septimont.
We're falling behind. The Discord Slayer knows far more than we do. I'm not letting it... I can't see anything. Focus. I should...
Okay, everybody listen. Don't panic. Take the lift. It will bring you to safety.
The prototype echoes in the depositories.
Those voices. They're in Alvarado Vault. The Dark Tide creations could be
It's currently sheltering a large number of civilians.
Let's not waste time.
Zani, status of the evacuation.
80% of Raguna's residents have been relocated, but the troop of fools hit a storm.
Trust them to see it through.
Miss Carlotta, we've cleared the depositories as ordered, ready to receive incoming supply.
Good. Renacita's greatest treasure has always been the people who built it. The next Cloudpuffer Express is due at any moment. Be ready to offload.
Understood, ma'am.
Rover! If you mean the incident in Raguna, you've likely already heard. A horde of Tacet Discords has overrun the city.
Evacuation here is still on track. No anomalies detected in Alvarado Vault. Yet. Your assistance is appreciated, Seravidius. The residents from Egla Town have all been accounted for.
I am simply fulfilling my duty.
Strange. I clearly sensed the Dark Tide's presence around here.
Gunfire! We've got...
These Tidespawn, they've evolved fast. Mutation, and sure enough.
Entering a restricted zone armed without triggering a single alarm.
Be careful. Her abilities...
All this... by her hand.
Fiction and reality are starting to blur. Don't put your faith in appearances. That is what they really...
The Dark Tide can corrupt, and you carry its power. What proof do we have this isn't your doing?
You don't. Believe whatever you want.
By the sacred statues of the divinity, evil shall know no peace. Only the righteous may taste Gelbrenna, demon wrought from ruin. You are not welcome here.
Fenrico? Why?
You have slaughtered my flock and ushered in ruin. The Sentinel's wrath is already upon you. I will cast you back into damnation myself before your carnage spreads. You should be howling in the Styx's depths, your soul aflame in the pit's cruelest fire.
If you're offering me a shortcut back to hell, I'd honestly appreciate the favor.
Your heart holds no reverence for the divine. Only demon, your sins are ripe for judgment. By the highest will's command, I shall strike down all that you have wrought. Justice shall be done.
She could have dodged that. But she took the hit to shield a civilian. And Fenrico. He knew innocents were here.
Righteous One, I come to cleanse Rinascita of a traitorous demon and avenge the blood debts of my people. Why raise your blade? Rinascita teeters on the edge of collapse. The path to deliverance lies within the civilization capsule. Entrust it to me. By the authority bestowed upon me, I will open the gates to the divine paradise.
Unless... you're not Fenrico at all. You... who are you? What do you want?
Bloodshed cannot be avoided. Blood must pay for blood. The path born of injustice must be fortified with further transgressions. My goal is pure, singular. All I've done so Rinascita survives the divine reckoning and rises as a land free from sorrow. No understanding is needed, only faith. When all hope seems lost, hand over the civilization cap.
So, the civilization capsule is your goal after all.
Death is the fruit of transgression.
You and your divinity cannot end me. And these dark tide shams. Today, you face your reckoning.
I am the Enlightened One, anointed by the divinity.
Ah, so you're the core of these abominations. Took long enough to hunt you down. Still pretending that mask isn't cracked.
Mocked by fate, whispering poison, a demon reviled by all. You wield.
It's too bad I'm not the one judging. If the Dark Tide's power isn't enough to convince, how about we try this? The envoys declare the guilt, but Imperator is the only true judge. By the light of Imperator, repent!
It's the light of Genesis.
Looks like the judgment is clear. These hollow existences don't need your mercy. Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
how were they able to disguise themselves as humans?
Ah, jadi
I've never
Spectre.
heard of any possessing such ability.
Their fangs are bare now. Don't hesitate. Let's end them all.
The one mimicking the Primus is the heart. Take it down, and the rest will collapse with it.
It's calling in more of them. We'll need to clear the rubble while waiting for our shot.
That which cometh from the sea shall walk upon the land. It shall work great wonders and mark the flesh of its faithful. All who have ears to hear, let them hear.
Time to part ways. You will yield. Glory demands more. A new era awaits.
All yours. I don't have all day. Come on.
I sense your weakness.
Ovidius, you have received the blessing of my master. Serve your true divinity.
I shall never back down! Rover, now!
Another dimension. Within the civilization capsule. But why does it open up now?
Permissions detected, Arbiter. First instance initiated. All probabilistic futures now revealed. Outcome verified. Blueprint compiled. Advancing to Phase 2. Commencing simulation. Attempting civilization fit. Renacita. Now, it comes to pass. Arbiter, I grieve time in this place flows near still. A moment remains for us to speak. When I merged with Leviathan, it seized a fragment of my mind, and with it, a trace of my power to separate. I knew not the fullness of its design. The displaced and wandering did follow my guidance. They journeyed unto the archipelago. There, I did leave knowledge and technology, that they might walk the path to freedom.
Your light blesses us.
We follow your will.
To build our republic. Unity became the bedrock of civilization. But Leviathan seized upon mankind's longing for unity to manifest civilization's shadow. It spoke in my name, wrought false miracles, forged hollow grace, feeding on stagnant, obedient minds.
We are blessed by the sea. By you, we are unified. By you, we are born. From the sea we came, and to the sea we shall return.
From the founding of civilization, it had invaded their spirit and beliefs. I rose against it, only to unleash the dark tide. It scarred Rinasita beyond measure. I began to question all I had done. The Threnodian did steer Rinasita's fate.
Hah? Hah?
And I too once guided Rinasita's course. In truth, we were no different. We both sought to mold civilization after our own will. Those who truly walked the land were never granted the right to choose. Civilizations abound with Threnodians. No eternal solution doth exist.
Saya akan hindi gitu-gitu Kak.
Have I the right to choose their fate? The shaping of a civilization must belong to its people. people can decide where their future must lead. What followed, thou already knowest. I allowed the Threnodian to exist. I chose coexistence, using myself to shackle it. I partook of its blight, that I might comprehend it. Once, I did seek thy counsel. Thou granted me the freedom to choose.
I just have one question. Why did the civilization capsule need the Threnodian's power?
When Leviathan and I were one, I split a sliver of its frequency. A memory. That the capsule was ever meant for thy hands. My design was that it should open only in the presence of thou and the
What if that resonator?
If that came to pass, then Rinasita hath already fallen. But if she standeth with humanity, then this truth. Leviathan was born from the dark side of mankind's longing for unity. Their fear of the sea, even at civilization's dawn, it had already tainted mankind's hearts. A primeval shadow lurking within the soul. The opening of the Rinascitan arbiter. The hour of farewell hath come. When the shadows of the soul are at last dispelled, Rinascita shall welcome a true dawn, and humanity shall have a future beyond any I could foresee.
The true faithful believed in Imperator. So too did Imperator believe in humanity.
You killed the Blessed Maiden before my eyes. Raguna's disasters are tied to your actions. Now, tell me what I need to know.
If I told you I acted to save Cartethia, would you believe me? This place is protected by Imperator. For now, Leviathan can't hear us. This is for you.
Righteous One, trust her, and trust me. Everything we've done is to defeat Leviathan.
That is her frequency.
I need you to accept this. Cartethia is dead, but she may still return.
Kill Leviathan? Didn't she...
Now, Leviathan is on the verge of rebirth. It stole some of the Sentinel's power. During your battle with the Blessed Maiden, it split off a trace of its frequency and hid it in a gem. I'm sure you've seen it. That gem ended up in the Fraxidus' hands. Their whole play in Rinascita. Use it to bring back Leviathan.
So the Fraxidus has been incubating the Threnodian. How?
Perhaps longer than we can imagine. Even your clash with Cartethia may have been scripted. A setup to give Leviathan a shot.
You know about that? Just who are you, Discord Slayer? I can't imagine Cartethia keeping something that important from me.
Think of me as what I am. An Avenger hunting Leviathan. The next Harbinger of the Dark Tide has surfaced. Until we can find him or her, we keep this quiet to avoid the worst-case scenario. Our first priority is to find them. If we don't...
You're saying this Harbinger...
Not all. The Harbinger resonates with Rinascita's darkest emotions. Those emotions act as anchors. If the emotion is strong enough and the Harbinger is near, Those things, you've noticed it. The tide spawn in Raguna are starting to mimic us. Which means... Exactly. I've always hunted the Dark Tide's creations. Each one shares slivers of thought and memory. They've been watching you. They want the civilization capsule. So, I followed you. Tracked your movements. Figured if I stayed close, sooner or later I'd find the Tidespawn's core. The capsule only unlocks with both the Sentinel and Trinodian's power. And it opened the moment you and that gladiator touched it. So...
You think it's Avidius. But you carry the Dark Tide's power too.
Caution is a virtue in a hunter. You're right. The Dark Tide is in me. But Leviathan stopped counting me among the living a long time ago. And this power, it's mine. Who I turn it against is my choice. You're welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not. When calamity strikes, I trust you'll know exactly where to point your blade. Huh. Good. Then hunt with me. Until we give Leviathan a death worth talking about. The Sentinel's frequency is gone. I guess the time for talking is over. Leviathan's power is spreading, and this space is about to collapse.
These things... they're all Tidespawn.
The civilization capsule was tainted by the Dark Tide. That's how I got in. Followed the corruption straight through.
So you can enter the Dark Tide. No wonder we couldn't find you.
Yes, but the frequencies there are chaotic. I locked onto yours and followed it through the storm. You have access to core data. But Avidius, he might have been swept into the frequency vortex. Hard to say where he's landed. We need to move fast to find him. Figure out who he really is before the next wave of Tidespawn hits.
Wind howls. Unfettered by bounds! One more time.
Speak of the devil. Behave now. Again.
Pain sharpens your mind.
Fading flames. The hunt ends here.
Time to go.
The exit is at the end of this wind trail. Stay on it. Our way out is closing fast. Faster! We're almost there!
Good. Looks like you haven't run into too much trouble. It hasn't been long since you disappeared into the rift. Once that thing masquerading as Fenrico was slain, the other...
That was the last one. With the family's private Echo Arsenal backing us up, we held the line just...
Surely you didn't think we'd fall apart without you? We Aragonese are made of sterner stuff than that. We handled those creatures just fine.
This Phalian Beringo. When the core was destroyed, the other Tidespawn lost their form. For now, the vault is secure. I'd set up order terminals around the perimeter, though. They'll detect humanoid mimics and prevent new Tidespawn from forming here.
Might I ask?
Where's that gladiator from
Seravidius made it out of the rift before you. But he didn't look great. Kept muttering about needing to stop the crisis. Then off he went, like a man on fire.
Give me your hand. I left a mark on Avidius during our fight earlier. With Baelor's power, I can tap into his sight. We'll find his trail.
I must move quickly. Silence, you maddening whispers! No. I'll be damned before I accept a fate like that. There must be something left I can still do. I won't let the same tragedy happen twice.
He's headed for Thessalio Fells.
We've lost contact with Cantarella. The beacon on her end appears to have been destroyed.
Dark clouds are gathering over Thessalio Fells. Something is definitely wrong.
Very well, we'll hold the line. Zani, call in the family's transport echoes. We'll assist Rover where we can.
Don't complicate things. Put those echoes towards supply runs instead. Stay close. We're taking the sky route.
Manipulating the air to form a wind trail. Is that your resonance ability?
One of them. I have the Tacit Discord Harpia within me.
Not an echo, but a tacit discord itself. So you can absorb them directly.
You can say that. Balor is one of many.
One of many. Now I'm really curious about you and your abilities.
If we live through this, maybe I'll tell you. But right now...
We need to find the Harbinger. Do you know how we can identify them?
First things first, they'll be corrupted by the Dark Tide. But the signs aren't always so visible. We'll have to look for associated side effects, and prepare for what they might bring. We've entered Thessalio Fells. I can already sense the Tidespawn up ahead.
That's a Thessalia member. We need to help him. Leave it to me.
Ah, it's Rover. Ain't the Sentinel.
What happened here?
Dark Tide creation swarmed without warning. We will overrun before we can...
Move aside. We'll clean up. Ha! Bam!
Thank you. Lady Cantarella is still on the front lines fighting. Would you please help to reinforce her position?
Live to hunt.
It's too late, my lady. My mind can't be fixed. Save. I only bet. I see it. The end times. Paradise. Descending at last.
Rover. Huh? She is. Why are you with her?
The Physalia bloodline's ties with Leviathan run too deep. Their ancient fears were the first to be awakened. This is the true horror of the evolved Dark Tide. It feeds on human despair. Your family's antidote can still cure those lightly infected. But for those whose corruption runs deep, like him, all we can offer is the dignity of dying as a human.
My lady.
Matriarch of Physalia, I understand the cruelty of such a choice. If you cannot strike the final...
Physalia blood must be ended by Physalia hands.
Thank you. May glory return to the Physalians.
The dead rest. The living march forward. The Physalia will never... Cartathea remains secure in the Physalia estate. But the divinity's statue began whispering in our minds. Then came the Tidespawn soon after. It was Leviathan's voice.
It's very likely, Avidius. Right now, everything is riding on us finding him.
That Septimontian gladiator. Our scouts saw him advancing into the depths.
Lady Cantarella! Rover! Reinforcements have arrived! Thessalia Fells. It's already... Oh. Attention! Deploy all acolytes to set up temporary resonance beacons. Scattering the light of Genesis will hold back the Tidespawn.
Acolyte Phoebe! A cluster of Tidespawn is marching towards the depths of Thessalia.
Rover, Avidius is our mission.
I'll use my forte to diffuse the family's antidote. It should help to mitigate the Dark Tide's influence.
We'll triage the wounded and fortify this position. The Order's acolytes will clear a path for you. Please, you...
Whether the Sentinel comes or not.
O light of Genesis, shield us! As we were at the dawn, so we stand today, as the Sentinel's soldiers.
Anjir. Genshin.
The Order's acolytes are holding off the other Tidespawn. This is our chance to go straight for the source.
It's you. Forgive me that you have to see me like this. When the civilization capsule opened, I was dragged inside. I saw Rinasita's beginnings and the memories of so many of its people.
Leviathan used the Dark Tide's frequency to force those memories into him.
Yes. I once said that after I left that... But once again, I stepped blindly into the churning river of chaos. The Thessalia's oldest memories awoke the head of countless Tidespawn emerged in my wake. I tried to drive them back, but I overestimated myself. My hopes and dreams. All of it was real, so why? From Septimont to Raguna, the blame lies with me. Perhaps this is the fate I could never outrun.
Damn it. His mind is being consumed by Caligula's memories.
This is the role fate wrote for me. Fate decrees I become the Mad King. So why? I am the one who glimpsed fate itself. And now, I will reveal it to the world. But who can truly know the might of fate? That is why I will become it. I will wear its face. That foolish divine mask no mortal can comprehend. I am the king. Bearer of extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides, I shall quiet the waters and still the tempest. I shall be crowned in glory with the blood of the old king.
Avidius.
Unwritten one, I have no need for your pity. From the deepest dark, I rise against your purest light. Let us see which is worthy of a true ruler.
If you believe he was once an honorable gladiator, then fight him. Make him remember who he truly is.
I can write my own fate and rewrite theirs. I can quench their hunger or ignite their fury. I will tear down this wretched, false world and ride the only truth that endures for eternity. Death.
The hunt ends here!
Time to go!
Behave now. Just a scratch.
No time to lick your wounds.
You missed. Fight fire with fire.
Let strength speak!
Wind calls, wait. I once scorned the weakness of others. Now I see. My own heart trembles just the same. How pitiful.
His attacks are slowing.
His will is stirring within the dark tide. Don't let up. Your memories, your emotions, they weren't all lies. Reach for them. Find what was your truth.
Wind calls, waves follow.
Keep it together.
Wind
rises! Hopefully this helps. The wicked will be— I am the Tempest!
Gotcha.
Fury begins to stir.
Phidias, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
I am human, not one of these monsters. This will be my final glory.
Phidias, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
Fate lies within the dark tide. No one escapes the melting past. Wield the dark tide's power, and it will consume you in turn. Come back to us.
I am nothing like you.
How do you plan to resist us?
There must be a way. That girl. Was she devoured by the tide too?
Tinggal berenak ini.
Wait! If you keep going, the dark tide will swallow you completely!
The dark tide devours everything, assimilates everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it. It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them? These false frequencies need me to survive. Then I'll show. Fate may be loud.
A memory left behind in the dark. She's right. I still have a move to make. I want it to be a story that gives people hope. By my spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil. I will absorb all of the tide spawn. Kill me and the calamity ends here.
Phidias!
There's no time! Discord Slayer, I saw your past in the tide. I know what you seek to do. Take my power and finish it. That too is my wish.
I promise I will. Give me all your bitterness. We will make them pay.
Pathetic as he was, in his final moments, he outran his fate. Now, why greet our reunion with animosity? Before the tides of fate, we are all but players on a stage.
Iya, ternyata penjahat.
A truly moving scene. A pitiful, doomed soul struggling to reclaim his fate in the final hour. Alas, his script was written long ago. In this scene, he was always fated to exit. A lie told often enough becomes the truth. Weave memory, but to become truly in the end. The breath, oh, of being born of lies, grasping for meaning in a world that offers none. Such a pursuit demands the courage to question the meaning of one's existence. Did you not see? I did. His intentions, his ambitions, his darkness, his weakness. To lay a soul bare, humanity is fate's plaything. Through contradictions and conflicts, pain brings metamorphosis. Should you still insist on my cruelty, go then to Septimont. The curtain is drawing. There I shall rewrite Rinascita. Will you suffer in silence beneath fate's...
You brought ruin to Rinascita. You think you're just walking away?
Ah, my stage lies elsewhere. But since you're so eager, I'll leave you with one final clue. I've never had... The dark tide has already tainted the civilization capsule. It no longer requires the Threnodian's authority to be opened. Just a single drop of the tide's nectar will suffice. So tell me, how could an existence born of the be forewarned?
The harbinger of the dark tide is the anchor of reality of all tidespawn. That means that when I was absorbing the tidespawn, I felt it. Avidius was also born of the dark tide.
Then, why didn't the Light of Imperator reveal his true form?
Because his intentions and words were real. He may not have shone as brightly as the sun, but in... And that unshakable... That's why he played right into the Quill-Bearer's hands.
Avidius shouldn't have had to bear...
Yes. As he wished. We must... Let's return to Cantarella. The Tidespawn have fully retreated. The situation around Thessalio Fells is improving. Seems like the Order has already transported most of the wounded to Averado Vault. But as for the rest, the scars Leviathan left on their minds still need time to heal.
I'm so scared. Oh, it's you! The great hero, Rover! Cantarella told me stories about you. She said you're just like the heroes in the adventure tales. Brave and determined.
Topan.
But you
Don't go. Don't leave. Don't.
Curtis.
Mortals need salvation. Mortal. Righteous one. Openly.
This world doesn't belong to you, Leviathan. Chimera! How are you feeling, Rover?
I said, stand down. Fall back.
But, Lady Cantarella, we all saw—
Enough. I told you to stand down. You've withstood the whispers before. Will you forget your loyalty to your comrade?
I'm sorry, Lady Cantarella and Rover, we...
Leviathan is a master at finding the cracks in one's spirit, to tear it asunder. Go do what you...
Certain emotions between you and the others resonated. Your tacit mark opened a portal, pulling you into another illusion. That portal fed on your presence to spread malice and fear.
I saw Fenrico, Mia, and Cardathia. They all passed through that gate.
That's the realm Leviathan created. The journeying paradise. Avidius was Cristoforo's decoy. He planted that decoy in Septimont for years. When the waters recede, the truth shall come to light. Rover, you are the new harbinger of the Dark Tide.
Dia jadi harbinger.
Cantarella went inside to prepare that antidote. She should be finished now.
Yeah.
Time to find her.
This is the family antidote, made to suppress Leviathan's spiritual corruption. Take it now. As long as we can identify the problem, there's a way to fight back. You carry the Sentinel's power within you. That's keeping the corruption at bay for now. What's left are the hallucinations and whispers. I've learned about Leviathan's current state from Galbrenna. The Thessalians have resisted the Threnodian for a century. Its whispers aren't undefeatable.
Leviathan needs a harbinger. Your path overlaps with Ovidius. The Tidespawn are shaped by the Harbinger's thoughts and memories. Neither the Thundering Mephis nor the Phalian Beringal are native to...
You once said the Harbinger had to be corrupted by the Dark Tide.
I suspect the one corrupted might not be you.
The Dark Tide, huh? I ate some back at the hunting grounds. It tasted kind of funky. It made me super sleepy. Ever since then, I've been having the weirdest nightmares.
Abby does carry the Dark Tide's frequency.
Abby must have absorbed many other frequencies. So while the Dark Tide's frequency lay in wait, it was masked by the others. It makes sense. You two share life and energy. As the primary in this bond, your frequency...
Rover? Did I do something?
We made a call when it mattered. I asked you to absorb the Dark Tide. We couldn't have known what it would become. You didn't do anything wrong.
I see. Well, I can go hungry, if I have to. But you better not get hurt.
The real
Halo,
threat.
halo.
From what I know, but we've already secured Raguna and Septim.
Ini
Everything
lama
you've
bener
done is
questnya.
so... Matriarch of Physalia. You have guarded this truth for over a century. Now,
I couldn't see the truth until the Threnodian's whispers finally quieted. Only then did those ancient records, once twisted beyond recognition, begin to make sense again. Leviathan was... It used faith to spread a spiritual plague. All the while, it has been feeding on our pains. Fear, despair, sorrow. Our ancestors, they said...
I heard them.
the stronger... That's why the plague... The end times are drawing near. The Ragunesi cling to hopes of a blissful... Leviathan may have...
If that's true...
Its power of us... When it does, every soul in Rinasita will be unified. You saw it in the illusion. It cast aside the Sentinel's form and took on Cartitia's. That means the first step in her plan is complete. Leviathan is still watching the real world, but you must have sensed it by now. Your connection with Rinasita runs deeper than I, or even you, ever imagined. You're not just the harbinger of despair. You've become a vessel of... So go. Gather every last flicker of it. This is a hunt, yes. But it's also more than that. It's a war of... To take Leviathan down, our belief has to be unshakable. If there's doubt in your heart, then stop. A new path won't reveal itself. For now, the Dark Tide in Raguna is under control. Before the bell, just like the playwright said.
Stay in line and follow instructions. No dawdling. I promise. We will return soon. Well, well. Is that you, Unwritten One? So you did decide to grace us after all. Thought maybe you'd forgotten about us. Did you come straight from Raguna?
I did. Has it begun here too? I see you're starting.
An unannounced high tide. But that term doesn't even begin to cover it. No signs, no patterns. The dark tides spawn are surfacing at random, even outside the city of Septimont. It doesn't make sense. The Earthrend Wedge is still holding back the dark tide at its depths. As for me, I'm helping out here. Someone has to stop the panic from turning into a stampede.
It's not just Septimont. Raguna has been hit too.
I see. Raguna too. And Ovidius. He never bent the knee, never played by the rules. Why is it that fate always strikes hardest at those who dare to defy it? I'm just a helpful, ordinary person now, helping the temple with the evacuation. No more restraints from the Tetragon, no prophecies. I admit, I've never felt freer. It's just... The last prophecy ended with, the dark tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. After that... Nice thought. If only more people shared your hope. But in the face of something this vast and unknown, fear is only human. Aquila, any word? The dark tide has been spotted at the Three Heroes' Crest. Bad. It's the highest point in the Sanguis Plateaus, well beyond the Blight Cloud's reach. The dark tide has never touched it before. They call it the Three Heroes' Crest for the three heroes of heroes who once stood there. Many believe their blessing has kept it one of the few sacred places the dark tide cannot reach. If even that place isn't safe. We need to see it with our own eyes. But Septimont...
Worry not, Honored One. The Senate will oversee the evacuation. Please, go assist the Ephor. We may lack your strength, but we will not stand idle. We will do everything we can to hold the line.
We were born in Septimont. Resistance runs in our blood. And we were raised beneath the shining legacy of heroes. You think we'll sit back and let ruin claim us?
We're counting on you, Honored One.
Shit.
Feels like just yesterday we were fighting side by side in the Colosseum. And now look at you. Hero of heroes and all. Didn't see that coming.
Rover, your arrival is appreciated.
Oh, let me introduce you. Augusta, this is...
You know. We know each other.
A lot happened while you were off adventuring. You missed some fun.
It is strange. From the moment we met...
All right then, Augusta. What's the situation?
Theoretically, the dark tide flows here from the blight cloud above the plateaus. High tides have always followed its movements. But this time, nothing. No blight cloud anomalies. No frequency fluctuations near the Three Heroes' crest. We always knew the Earthrend Wedge was... We repelled the first wave and set up an anti-corrosion ward using anchor obelisks. Have you discovered anything?
What? But... I thought the Sovereign's death would sever the root cause of the Paradise's descent. But Leviathan's rebirth... This is a whole new thread of fate.
The Fraxidos. Always scheming in shadow. Its wicked ambitions know no...
Your Excellency, another outbreak!
Leviathan won't spare us any time to breathe. It's been too long since we stood shoulder to shoulder in battle.
Warriors! The battle horns sound once again!
Dead ahead! Let's cut them down in one clean sweep. It's always a blast fighting beside you, my fellow warrior.
Another horde inbound. They're not letting up.
They're heading straight for the anchor obelisk.
We will stop them. In control.
I shall bear witness. On you go. Bow before me. Entertain me. Well, at my string. Fate revealed. Yegon. Answer my call. To the hero of heroes.
To you, my friend.
Is it just me, or have they slowed down a little?
Your Excellency, the target's in the remaining anchor obelisk now.
But the gladiators guarding them. They haven't recovered from the last wave.
Leave them to me.
Nicely.
We'll split up and reinforce the rest. Stay sharp.
Down with the curtain. shadow descends, one with the sounds.
Nowhere to hide.
Last chance. Checkmate. No hesitation. One with the sounds.
How is the situation there?
Just clean them up.
We've cleared our sector 2. Regrouping now.
More tide spawn at the southwest base point!
Ugh, trying to wear us down one flank at a time, huh?
They're closing in on the obelisks on our side.
Wait. Something's off. They're striking at weak spots in the formation. Since when did they fight with strategy?
Leviathan. It's directing them. It saw we were spread too thin and scattered their...
The north flank! Hold the obelisks at all costs!
If I release this attack, the whole obelisk array may fall. It's testing me, seeing if I'll trade lives for victory.
So, this is where we're needed, right? Time to help reclaim those obelisks. The north flank's ours. Let's give them a grand show!
The Montellis greet you. We will secure this cell.
The poison Leviathan leaves behind, allow the Thessalians to cleanse it.
Phew! Made it this time! I've got this side covered.
By the name of Imperator, we'll protect the obelisks here.
Let's deal with the mess first. Plenty of time to catch up after.
One obelisk remains on the northeast.
I'll take that one.
You have my thanks, heroes from afar. May your names be etched in eternity. This battle is not over yet. Let's end this together!
I never thought I'd see the day. Fighting side by side with the Order of the Deep. Onward, comrades! We're not about to change Septimont now!
I've heard of the Montelli sentry constructs, but seeing that kind of firepower up close.
Listen. Healed me. Maybe the Thessalians aren't as monstrous as they say.
finale. She's absorbing the tide storm. What kind of power is that?
Barely felt it.
On you go. Answer my call. Entertain me? Nonsense. Is that all? Fate revealed. Is that all? The nerve. You dare test me? The insolence. To the hero of
Honor
heroes.
to you, my friend.
What is that in the center? An opening. Something inside is sending them frequencies to recover.
The tide spawn is still hiding in there, ready to strike again. Damn it! There's no end to this.
We won't last much longer at this rate.
The entrance is open. Now.
What are you doing?
What I always planned to do. Hunt the Trenodian. The moment I jump into the dark tide, the tide spawn will retreat to defend. That's when you seal the anti-corrosion ward. Trap them in one stroke.
Jump into the dark tide. Are you out of...
More precisely, into the journeying paradise. This suffocating despair you see. It's a gateway, and Leviathan's sanctuary.
You're saying Leviathan built the paradise in...
That grand city you glimpsed within it. It wasn't a hallucination. It was real. Paradise's first form. Everything it plotted fell apart. With no other choice, it began spreading the gospel of its paradise by force. And that gives us a chance to kill it. Right now, it's trying to break the Earthrend Wedge's seal and drown all of Rinasita in the dark. But that's not its true goal. It feeds on our terror, on despairing frequencies. We must strike at the root. Kill Leviathan. Tear down the paradise if...
The paradise won't...
The living can own inside. There's... Augusta, you buried the waste... Take it. Leviathan's eye is still on this place, so I'll say no more. I trust you'll understand. Once I'm inside, I'll draw its attention. That'll buy you enough time to prepare. Good. All locked and loaded. Now, if you'll excuse me, someone's got to teach the Dark Tide some manners.
Huh? No! Hold on now!
And you, Rover. If your resolve is true, be ready. When the time comes, I'll guide you to paradise. See you all in hell.
The tide spawn are retreating to the center. They're all inside the ward's perimeter. Augusta!
Now activate the anchor obelisks!
We did it.
But what good is that? She just rattles on, doesn't even check if anyone's really listening, and then dives headfirst into the dark tide.
The journeying paradise lies within the dark tide. I do not think she was lying. That grants... Rover, we've set up camp near the Three Heroes Crest to keep watch. Let's head back and rest for... There must be a way forward. The nature of the dark tide and Leviathan. Huh. I see where we are now.
Rover, you're here.
Regarding that, I think it's best you hear from them directly.
Yo! Loud and clear, Rover? So, all available bloom bearers have arrived in Renacida. We're standing guard at Averado Vault, and Wuthering is already en route to reinforce Septimont. When the Threnodian blindsided us in Jinzhou, we ate some dust. But this time, the Black Shores will show the world who we really are. We've already synced intel with Raguna, and time's short, so I'll make this a quickie. We've drawn some key conclusions about the Threnodian in Renacida. The Threnodian is a shadow of civilization, formless and immortal. According to Imperator's judgment, it can't be erased entirely, only shackled. But the one you're about to face is different. The Fraxidus used the Threnodian's gem to resurrect it, and that created a crack in the shell. Tethys believes that with Imperator's power, you might be able to split the gem from the Threnodian and stop Leviathan from fully reviving. If you can extract the gem, Tethys can tap into a Sonoro's infinite expansion to lock that thing down for good. One more thing. Back in Jinzhou, Abby proved capable of absorbing the Threnodian's frequencies. This means, in theory, it could act as a temporary host for the gem. But know this, the Threnodian Leviathan is rooted deeply in the minds and souls of Renacida's people. Only they can truly face it. At Raguna's request, we've teleported some of our strongest resonators to reinforce the front lines at the Three Heroes Crest. So, leave the civilians to us. We'll keep them safe. As for combat power, I called in some insurance. Never hurts to play it safe. Don't worry, we...
Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers!
So you don't have to unleash the fans. In any case, you just focus on driving your blade straight into Leviathan's heart. We'll be Renacida's last line of defense.
If not for the Black Shore's aid, we would not have arrived so swiftly, or with such peace of mind. This disaster has swept across all of Renacita. We Raganazi won't cower behind Septimonte's walls, nor will we sit idle while the dark tide ravages your lands. Septimonte has long stood as the vanguard against the tide spawn. This is your battleground. We'll follow your lead, Your Excellency. Just say the word.
Thank you for your trust. Though Septimonte and Raguna have drifted apart over the years, in the face of such calamity, we stand together as one for Renacita. There is no need for formality between us. Leviathan is the source of this chaos. If the Black Shore's plan can truly seal it away, then perhaps the storm it unleashed may yet be stilled.
That Discord Slayer spoke of a connection between the Waystones. She must have meant the Anchor Stone's ability to resonate and link with another. If there's another Anchor Stone inside the Dark Tide, that connection could open up a path for us.
When the Dark Tide swallowed me, I did leave an Anchor Stone behind, but how did you know that?
Not important right now. The real issue is that the anchor has been heavily corroded. To reactivate it, we'll need to purify it using the Sentinel's power.
Even if we take another Anchor Stone with us, its power alone won't be enough to pierce the spatial anomaly inside the Dark Tide and open up a path.
You'll need this. A dying martyr entrusted it to me.
The first relic, infused with Imperator's pure original power. That light once drove back the darkness across Renacita.
Most of its strength was spent purging the dark tide beneath Raguna. What's left can only shield one person.
And someone will need to carry it in first, to reach the Anchor Stone and reactivate it. I'll do it. As a captain, navigating through uncharted waters is second nature.
I'll go.
I know how to resist the Dark Tide's corruption.
The Phasalia family potion grants resistance, and I've endured its whispers for long enough. I know its tactics. Let me face this.
We don't even know where this Anchor Stone is. Finding it may take time, and your potion might wear off before you reach it. But I still carry the Sentinel's power. I can hold out longer than anyone. I have to be the one.
This relic holds all that Primus once felt. His fury, sorrow, obsession, and resolve. I see that same resolve in you. Take it.
Lady Cantarella, how many of your family's potions remain?
You're asking if I can brew enough to carry all of us into the journeying paradise? If we're ready to face Leviathan?
So, once that anchor stone is activated, the path should be clear, right? Great! Then would you do us the honor, brilliant Lady of Potions, and get us there?
Rover, this is Rinasita's fight. It is neither your duty to shoulder it alone, nor our desire to see you do so. We will not have you face the Threnodian alone. If facing Leviathan means being corrupted by the Dark Tide, then so be it.
The priestesses foresaw this. The Dark Tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. If that is our fate, we must meet it head-on.
I'll go first. I'll enter the Dark Tide, activate the Anchorstone's connections, and hold the path open for the rest of you.
Meanwhile, we'll hold the line at the Three Heroes Crest. The Tidespawn aren't the only threat. The Fraxtus might still have their hand to play.
Once the anchors are active, we'll take the potions and follow.
Renacita will not falter just because a few of its leaders are gone. Its people will rise. We'll meet again in the paradise and end this together. Leviathan will fall.
Rover, we all understand the burden you carry. We are grateful. We'll continue to monitor the Dark Tide. When the moment comes, we'll move. Until then, prepare and rest.
That visitor from Huanglong, he must know something about Fenrico. If the lantern came from the Fabricatorium, then what's happened to the Dark Tide sealed beneath Raguna's seas? I will be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind. There's still time before I go. I need to find him, and learn what happened down there.
You're here. Harbinger of the Dark Tide.
Who are you?
Choyan. The capital sent me to retrieve a fugitive. And gather intel on the Threnodian's resonator. I came searching for Raguna's Blessed Maiden. Instead, I found the Primus. He was tied to the Threnodian. Knew the truths of it all. But the Dark Tide silenced him. In his final moments, he passed this lantern to me. Said it was meant for you.
So... His
ambitions and his crimes were buried in blood. But he paid the price. Gave his life to drive back the Dark Tide beneath Raguna's seas. That's how the relic reached your hands. Think no more on it. Think only of what's ahead. Death is a cheap way to pay for transgressions. He knew. Listen. Every harbinger of the Dark Tide, Fenrico, Mia, the rest, death.
I accepted this long ago.
You've already been touched by the Dark Tide. Even the Sentinel's power.
That's why we're not arguing over who goes in first. Anyone else would...
You've been resisting the Threnodians' corruption this whole time. Suppressing your resonance ability so Tidespawn wouldn't surface. Everything you said was just to hide the truth. Deliberately. You're prepared to walk into death alone.
You traveled so far just to honor a dying stranger's final wish. I'll ask for...
The Dark Tide rejects outsiders of Renesita. But you're different. I'll do what I can. I'll hold the line here. You do what... When you're truly prepared to die. Death?
I never act with sacrifice as a given.
One last thing. The magistrate of Jinzhou, the people you helped, they're still waiting for your return. Farewell.
You know, status report.
The frequency is stabilizing. If you're going in, this is your best window. Remember that stretch of chaos we once... If Leviathan has shaped this world through the Dark Tide, expect something similar. Shifting sands, obscuring fog. That Discord Slayer, Galbrenna, was it? She's bound to the Dark Tide. If she dared to hunt the Threnodian, she must know... Once inside, find her existence in the chaos. Reunite with her. She'll guide you forward. You catch on quickly. I believe you. Immerse yourself in her rhythm. Feel it, understand it. Find a trace of her.
Rover, keep your wits about you once you're inside the Dark Tide.
Don't worry. I'll stick with him every step of the way.
Just remember you're not going in alone. When the time comes, if you are ready, step forward. May the eternal sun light your path, and may each step bring you closer to victory.
There's actually a whole other world inside the... Huh? Feels a bit like chaos. Anyway, let's focus. Like Yuno said, if we do what we did back in the chaos, we can anchor to Galbrenna and find her, right? Let me remember. Something about anchoring to the memories. Galbrenna's always like... whoosh, she's there, and then whoosh, she's gone. Doesn't really say...
In life, chaos. The hesitant shall not...
It's that creepy guy again.
Little lamb, your hostility pains me. I came to aid you. You wish to anchor to... Surely you've heard. The dark tide preserves memory. Her past is scattered through its depths, tangled in the...
Then we'll just go find them ourselves.
The dark tide. Leviathan lurks in the depths of this world. This place is molding. But behold, the dark tide's true face. A world of hate. Leviathan merged paradise and hell with its power. Yet the mask is flawed. The paradise is incomplete. These twin worlds bleed into one, and countless souls caught between light and shadow, adrift without... Not yet. Save its light. I will guide you. Walk with me through... You will hear despair's screams. See the dead beg for death. Deceive you? No. Her plan is bold, but an unwanted frequency. But for now, you have no choice, do you? Come, little lamb. Open your eyes, sharpen your claws. It's time we journey into the underworld. The flow of time here is slower than in your world. We have plenty of it. Be patient, little lamb. I shall keep watch over the outside.
Is that Galbrenna up ahead?
Ah.
I won.
Did you see?
She'll be a
Damn it.
What did you... My power?
Born with...
I know. You're...
Are you?
No. They are stronger than me. Why? Why was I the...
For those who cannot stomach, fate is never...
So, her resonance...
The curse had you...
You claimed as...
The two are not in conflict. Many a mighty alliance has thrived on loathing alone. And I am a tacit discord. We each take what we need. She too accepted my gift. Do not be so eager for answers. She carved a path through this underworld for you.
I will be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
The true danger does not lie in shadow. It hides in the light. Leviathan toils endlessly to bring its paradise into being. I was right about you. Beneath that calm shell beats a heart that burns for battle. Congratulations, little lamb. You've survived. Perhaps you have heard once touched.
Because you could.
You...
So Ted, you're not... I didn't fire, so live.
Curious creep, yet her power.
But she still escaped.
She was born. Come.
The traces end here.
Leviathan hides its message. The Sentinels use it to sever the worlds. If resistance comes, let that power be your blade. A journey into the abyss allows no return. It is a path ordained. To rise, one must first learn to fall. So it was for her. Ah, I remember. She clawed how it shall to claim it.
It's these false, then I'll show it.
Thy own kind wished for thy to seek a
fate.
To wield
Can
live with human flesh remaineth ever feeble. This broken vessel's frequency is sundered and shattered. Yet this is indeed a chance of an eon. I shall give one final push.
You
are free to see it that way. But I never did grasp what she meant by truly living.
If you can't tame the power you carry, you'll only be dragged along by it. That's not living. And she carried
her to spare, but she was clever. Learned to track the move, but men seldom listen to a girl who bears a cursed flame. 'Twas easier to believe she brought disaster. Some even said her flames were from Galbrenna, the legend.
So,
a fee she borrowed the dark.
The flames! She's Galbrenna! The flame demon!
Time is running out.
Disguised as Galbrenna, use their fear to drive them out. But alas, this time, the true Galbrenna had come. So long as hatred burns, such frequencies shall nurture her rebirth. Run, as you always do.
Chimera, give me your devouring power. If I can consume her, I can end her rebirth.
You dare bargain with me?
This is a threat. Without me, you die too.
You would not dare.
Hunt with me, or die with me. Your choice.
You know the cost.
Then before that, I'll tame you. But for now, that undying demon will fall beneath my blade! This name is now mine.
To wield this cursed fire with sanity, you will suffer considerable pain. Is it worth it?
Let's go. The hunt continues.
To consume that flame demon, she surrendered more of her frequency to me. Thus, our pact was sealed. All that I consume...
So, she became what she is by endlessly feeding on tacit discord.
A pact always has a price. Should she fail to feed me fresh frequencies, I shall feast on her soul, piece by piece, till naught remain. Weak tacit discords are but tasty morsels. Only the strong may stand beside me. If she to crave unorthodox,
you'll devour her frequency.
I helped her once broken vessel with my own frequency. Enough to...
No. It was the souls of those humans who saved her. You just saw an opening in her broken frequency. Admit it. You just wanted to escape the...
I do not deny it. After centuries. Besides, suffering is a gift. Through it, she learned the true meaning of strength. Fate showed her countless tragedies, stirring her compassion, but robbing her of the power to save. They gave her a second life, but what I offered was a path to wrest her strength back. She will... Oh.
At this point...
That you must ask her your...
You came.
Hope I'm not too late?
Not too late, not too early, right? One side each. Ah. The Guardian of the Dark Tide, Immortal. We meet again. I tried to clear the path for you, but that thing got in my way.
You handled all the monsters along the way by yourself.
More or less. Too many roads led here, and I couldn't be sure which one you take. So I wanted to make it easy, whichever way you chose.
You've already helped more than enough.
So have you. There were things I couldn't have done alone. As for the rest, let's deal with what's in front of us first. One last thing.
You didn't have to go so far, Discord Slayer.
Just hang in there. I'll find a way to save...
You don't have to carry it all yourself.
Thank you.
Human frequencies dull the pain of absorption. Why not let them serve a purpose? But
I did it because I wanted to. Not everything needs a reason. Your time's up. Crawl back to where you belong.
Looks like you've got him on a...
Taming him isn't the hard part. Becoming stronger than him is. Oh, and keeping him hungry enough to feed on my terms.
do not mistake this for triumph, Galred. This battle will not end until one of us is dead.
Really? I think Abby is a lot... That power you used, was it the Sentinel's power of separation? And that incredible little one. No wonder Even here, the Paradise's frequency isn't stable.
You bear the Dark Tide's power, but you are no Harbinger.
Good. We can avoid a lengthy explanation. If you're looking for the Harbinger too, you must have seen it. The apocalypse Leviathan will bring forth. It was meant to remain restrained by the Sentinel, but I feel it's...
Most of Leviathan's power resides in me, but a fragment escaped. I've been tracking the one who carries that power.
That gem was cast into the Dark Tide. If this is where things are at, that leads to only one conclusion. Leviathan is about to resurrect. Freed from the Sentinel's hold, it's returned to its primal state in the Dark Tide, like water returning to the sea. We must trap its frequency before we can destroy it.
Or we can use me. Leviathan's instinct will draw it to reclaim what was once part of itself. The godhood inside me.
But that godhood has fused with your humanity. Their frequencies are nearly identical now.
That's exactly how we trap it. When Leviathan awakens, it won't distinguish. It will devour all frequencies blindly. If I offer my humanity, I'll become an anchor, give form to formlessness, and trap its frequency in one place. And if it's now hiding in the Dark Tide, I know you have a way of sending my humanity into it, right?
And I suppose you know the cost.
I do. But I have faith in those who strive to protect this land. In him. And in you. The Dark Tide can't read either one of our minds. Only we can do this. Discord Slayer, let me be your first bullet. Fire me into Leviathan's heart.
When the time comes, I'll kill you in front of them. To convince Leviathan of your necessary death.
Then I shall leave the rest to you. Thank you for choosing to be misunderstood, hated, and for putting your life at risk. Thank you for your resolve, Discord Slayer.
With the Sentinel's Sword of Divinity, we split her godhood from her humanity, leaving the divine within her. Then, I fired the Dark Tide bullet to consume her frequency and send her humanity into the Dark Tide.
Kayak gini.
Leviathan can't truly distinguish the signals it receives. It's blinded by what people believe. By tricking the one closest to the Blessed Maiden into accepting her death, we lowered its guard. Now that Kartetia has trapped its frequency, all that's left is to gather strength, reach the paradise, and finish Leviathan.
Udah. Habis dialog. Ya.
No apocalypse in this hand. My part is... Maybe I'm gambling, but if there's even the all I need to know. Worst case, but...
Some of us might use the word.
I can sense Augusta's Anchorstone. It lies beyond this well in the deeper realm of the Dark Tide. But the deeper we go, the stronger Leviathan's mental interference will be. This cassette tape is a rare find. I don't know how it works.
Does the song have a name?
They're usually named after the one who recorded them.
So, your real name is...
I'll tell you when this is all over. Call it a promise. A promise that we both make it back in one piece. If you're ready, let's go. You know how to use the Sentinel's original power, don't you? Then change the world if something gets in your way.
Why are there so many enemies here?
Leviathan's kindred. It created them itself. Nothing more than empty husks.
What should we do? Should we avoid them?
No. We slay them all.
You'd say that.
They need no mercy. Their rest awaits. Roar! Painted hellfire!
Devour them all!
You missed. Three. Rise from hellfire! By my trigger, enter Hell's Gate!
Scorches to earth!
Fight fire with fire.
Let strength speak!
You will obey.
Big flames. Explode just a scratch.
No time to lick your...
The hunt ends here.
Time to go.
Behave now. The flames are raw. Just a scratch.
No time to lick your wounds.
Painted hellfire.
Devour them all.
None shall whisper.
Speak of the devil. Another mortar thrown at us. Oh, bring it on. This song is about to hit the chorus. Ha! Rise from hellfire! You missed. Spare. Hey! Behave now. Ha! The hunt ends here.
Time to go.
It's over.
Some faint melodies disrupted the rhythm. Try switching worlds. Finally, we've arrived. The true gateway to hell.
Udah, nanti lanjut lagi. Gila, tiduran kurang ajar.